let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Dr. Michelle, and I'm super passionate about helping people, especially my super wonder women, release stress simply and naturally. Look, let's be real and honest. Stress can overtake you. Let me tell you how it can overtake you. It can overtake you as far as making good decisions that will honor your true and highest self. Baby, it'll take the libido away. That was my story, and I'm sticking to it. So I'm super passionate about helping people, especially my super wonder women, release the stress simply and naturally. I do that primarily through my premium loose leaf herbal tea line, which is Freeality. Do I have a box? Well, you know I always got some tea, child. Freeality is a premium loose leaf herbal tea line that has special blends to release stress. This is what the box looks like. Yes, release stress, recharge health, and reignite romance, helping you create a stress-free reality, 1 cup at a time. Thank you, Miss Wanda. Happy Freeality Tuesday to you too. So, yesterday, we talked about how to prepare for purification. Not only did I go through 5 steps, I'll just recap that very quickly. Number 1 way is mindset. Prepare your mind for a purification. Number 2 was your grocery list, and I gave some items on the, get a journal because you need to document some of the feelings that you have and what you're eating how it makes you feel both physically and emotionally in that. Number 3 was the grocery list. I gave a short grocery list. Check out the IGTV for some of the things. I might recap some of them here. Number 4 was herbs. Number 4 was herbs, and number 5 was the Purification Lifestyle Program. So let's get into it. So here's the deal. Spring officially starts this weekend. So it's time to blossom and bloom, boo-boo. Blossom and bloom. And we have to release those things that are holding up our progress, that's holding up our brilliance, and us to blossom and bloom and share the very wonderful fragrance that is us, the essence of us. The world is waiting. All right. So there's some things we need to release, such as anger, and the primary organs that we're going to focus on during this purification is going to be the liver and the gallbladder. Actually, the whole digestive tract, but specifically the liver and the gallbladder. So the emotion anger is connected with the liver, and so there's nothing wrong with the emotion anger. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? Sometimes you need to be angry because it can fuel you, help you get stuff done. Just like there's nothing wrong with stress. Stress is a physiologic process. Sometimes you need that stress response to be triggered so it can help save your hind parts. Thus, the nickname fight or flight, okay? The only problem with anger is when we suppress it. You need to let it out and express it. Reason being, when you don't, it affects you on an energetic and a cellular level, all right? And there are positive and constructive and creative ways that we can release that anger. But until you get to that point, let me give you a couple of herbs that will help you during this purification moment. And y'all over here on the Clubhouse, I always say that my talks are like gumbo, all right? I do live here in New Orleans, and you know, everybody, you can get gumbo every day if you go to the French Quarter, but I don't recommend that anybody get gumbo from the French Quarter. Honey, it's not gonna taste right. The best gumbo comes from somebody's house, and people don't make gumbo every day. They make it, holidays, it's your birthday, special occasion like that. You might get some Mardi Gras. Well, Mardi Gras is a holiday down here. I digress. But anyway, my rooms are like gumbo. So therefore, every element and ingredient is important for the flavor of the conversation. Miss Wanda know what I'm talking about. She's from right here in New Orleans. She said, honey, bring on the gumbo. Well, girl, you part of the gumbo too. So every element, every ingredient is important for the gumbo, and everybody makes their gumbo different. Some people will just want chicken and sausage in their gumbo. Some people, well, you ain't having chicken and sausage, you're going through a purification though. Some people want shrimp in there and put some okra. We are going to have some okra during the purification process, all right? But anywho, so if there is something, if there is something that you have a question or can add to the flavor of this conversation, please, y'all on Clubhouse, go ahead, raise your hand. I will bring you to the stage. So anyway, on with this anger, because we're going to talk about a little mindset. We're going to talk about some herbs. Until you can create creative ways to expel your anger instead of holding on to it. A couple of herbs that I absolutely love in my arsenal to ease that process. Some of y'all were in my other room just a minute ago. Yarrow. I like yarrow because not only is it a good herb for the digestive system, but it also can help with feelings of anxiety and depressive feelings. Not full out clinical depression, not full out you have a clinical diagnosis of generalized anxiety. That's not what I'm talking about. You need to see a professional for that, because we want to save your life and enrich your life, all right? I'm just talking about, you're anxious about something. And a lot of times anxious feelings is that we are anticipating and have created a scenario in our mind of what could happen instead of being fully in the present moment of where we are and going with the flow and say, well, you know what? I can create my next moment from what I have right here in this one. So a good friend of mine, oh my goodness, his birthday tomorrow. Okay, I'll make sure I didn't miss it. He has been a recovering addict. How long has it been? Like 36 years. I'm so proud of him. And one thing he said they learned in NA is that we have 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, and we pissing on the present. Yeah, that's what they said. Okay, so keep that in mind. So anyway, I like yarrow to help with those generalized feelings of anxiety that can help calm you. And not only does it help calm your feelings, it helps calm the digestive tract, specifically the intestinal tract. Now, a lot of us need that because we backed up. That's why a purification process is so important. We are backed up physically and emotionally. Most people are constipated. They say that you should eliminate as many times as you eat a day. And one thing that I have found is that in different areas, I might eliminate more than others. Here in New Orleans, I gotta work a little bit harder to eliminate every time after I eat. In other places, when I go visit, it's just coming out. It's just coming out. That's why purification is very important. So when it's coming out, or to not only to help to ease it coming out, sometimes we want to activate it coming out. Not just feces, but also emotions. That's why purification is important. So yarrow is one of the herbs that I like to help ease into it, ease those feelings of anger and anxiety. Another one that is my favorite, I have so many favorites. Let me pick one. You know what? Let me tell you one that's really been on me here lately, has been Damiana. Damiana is a woman, I am convinced. The energy of her, and I'm going to refer to this herb as a her, is a woman, and she's a very, very loving woman. When I use Damiana, I don't even have to drink it. Just smelling it, I can feel something in my heart. But Damiana is really good for libido. And later on Friday, you know what? I'm going to save that for Friday. Friday, we're going to get all into the passion and pleasure topic. Hey, boo, how you doing? over here on the Instagram. I'm on Clubhouse too, we do two things at one time. But I like Damiana a lot. We're going to talk about that more on Friday in the pleasure and passion portion of the purification. Another one of my herbs that I really, really dig that just makes me feel like, you did that, really, is the whole blend of Release Recharge. And Release Recharge has hibiscus in it. Hibiscus is really good for, has a lot of antioxidants in it. And hibiscus is also really good for blood pressure, okay? It can help lower both the systolic and the diastolic pressure. Now, I'm not saying that you like, oh, Dr. Michelle said I can have this hibiscus tea, boo, and I'm not going to take my medication. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. So you deal with your primary care physician with that and monitor your blood pressure, okay? But you can use that as part of your overall wellness. It has hibiscus, it has rosemary, and rosemary is so loving. It's so loving, and rosemary can just help elevate your mood. Now, if you've been angry about a lot of things, or you've been holding on to anger, then rosemary, both drinking it and aromatherapy, can help. But the Release Recharge tea, and Sister Tara on here, girl, that's in your box. That's in your box that I sent. So check it out. It does. It's so soothing. It feels soothing to the body. It feels soothing to the mind. It feels soothing to the soul. So the whole Release Recharge tea. So I'm going to give you a couple of strategies on how to deal with your anger. Because anger is tied to the liver, and we really want to hit up the liver during a purification process in the spring. Also with the herbs milk thistle, also with the herbs dandelion, that helps with the liver. Also with green tea, also with citrus like our oranges and our lemon. And when you invest in the Purification Lifestyle Program, we're going to talk more about that in a little bit. And if you have questions, please DM me. Please DM me. I would love to talk to you. If you don't do the Purification Lifestyle, the Purification Bundle, all of those ingredients are in Reality blends that are in the Purification Bundle, okay? But dandelion, milk thistle are excellent for the liver. Artichoke, we're going to get more into foods during the purification on tomorrow's program, 5 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. EST, right here in Clubhouse in the Living a Free Life Club, all right? So those are the herbs that I'm going to say. I think I'm going to give you 5 herbs for purification. Help ease your anger so you have more pleasure and passion in your life. Milk thistle, dandelion, yarrow, Release Recharge tea, okay, and peppermint. I said green tea too. That's really 6. I gave you a bonus. All right, so let's go through some of the things about anger, okay? Now, one thing that is an atrocity is that Black women, and we are the mothers of civilization, be clear, Black women get a bad rap. He said text that. So look, Greg Speaks, DM me, boo, so we can get on a call. We can get on a call. We can talk about in the DMs, and then you can follow that. Or you want to know what? All of those herbs, all you have to do is go to post those names. Look here, all you have to do is, oh shoot, y'all know I cannot, freeality.com. If you go to freeality.com and get the Purification Bundle, all of those herbs are in blends as part of the Purification Bundle. But I'll say it one more time, okay? But DM me. Dandelion root, milk thistle, peppermint, yarrow. I said green tea, and I said release recharge tea as a bonus. That's nice, Sister Lyra, but he can get let him get in the DMs so we can have a personal conversation. She's so sweet. Okay, so with anger. So Black women have gotten a bad rap. As soon as we are speaking our truth, then, oh, well, you must be an angry Black woman. No, boo-boo, I'm not angry. I'm assertive, and I'm speaking my truth, because that's one of the ways how to release anger is to speak your truth. Learn to be more assertive instead of angry. Okay? Say what you need to say. Speak your truth to those that need to hear it. Now, someone once said to me, everything that comes up doesn't need to come out. But that person who said that to me, he was one that will hold on to things. And not only did he not speak his truth, but he didn't live his truth. I'm not trying to be that type of person. I'm too big for that. All right? Like the old people used to say, girl, you too big to be acting like that. I'm too big for that. All right? And be mindful, and this is where meditation comes in. We're going to talk about that later too, of speaking at the appropriate time and how to speak your truth. Sometimes you have to put honey on it. You have to put some honey on it, all right? Holding on, and this is in one of my books, holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. Only you are the one who gets burned. Buddha said that, all right? Pent-up anger and resentment can result from chronic stress and unresolved feelings. Anger walls us off from joy and love in the emotional sense as well as love in the physical sense. Some of you, emotional EQ, exactly, Greg speaks. Some of you may know my story, and that when I was experiencing chronic stress, as a result of a lot of factors, but one of the main factors was my relationship. Though I had love for him and he had love for me, it didn't honor me in the way that I needed to be honored. And that's not all his fault. Some of that is me. I did not always speak my truth, what I needed at that time, what was serving me, what was not. And also, there was a situation where I'll get into that in after dark hours. But let me just say, basically, it was a lot going on. And because of the chronic stress and constantly being triggered, baby, I didn't have a libido. It would be months, and I do mean months, where there was no intimacy or no sexual relations. And I was like, okay, I guess it's what it. Number one, I ain't feeling him like that because I'm not being served I'm not being fulfilled. I'm not being fulfilled in other areas of the relationship. And I also thought that as you age, sex ain't really something that you really have. So my libido was in the toilet. And once I was able to manage that stress, release it, and the situation totally changed, then more love started coming in my life. And though I'm not in a relationship now, I'll talk more about this on Friday, because Friday we're going to get all into the pleasure and the passion, baby. I'm just experiencing more love, and I feel more vibrant as a result of that. But anger walls us off from joy and love. Anger saps our strength. It starves the muscles of our spirit and makes us very weak indeed. The strongest person in the world is the one who is happiest, who loves the most, and is loved most by others. That is a quote from the book Making Miracles by Dr. Arnold Fox and Barry Fox. So to help release your anger little by little, there are a couple of questions I want you to pose to yourself. So make sure you get pen and paper and write these down. Observe what triggers your anger. Okay? It could be a lot of things, but that one thing that every time it comes up, you think about it or you see, you be like, oh, you can feel it. You're like, oh, God ain't through with me yet. Please be patient with me. God ain't through with me yet. Yeah, I got some of those. Okay. But observe what triggers your anger. And I want you, she said, I ain't angry. I'm just releasing, relaxing, and recharging. Yes, Wanda, you better do that. Yes. So write down that situation or that incident that triggers that anger. And here's the thing, when you write it down, it helps release it out of here, out of your head, and out of your heart, out into the world. So it's no longer in you. All right. And get in detail. What were you doing when it happened? Who were the other people involved? What were the other people doing? Have you been triggered by something similar before? Okay? And the other thing I want you to do, once you have written out that scenario, is I then want you to go back and write another scenario. I want you to write another one. And this time, I want you to write it out in the way you envision, you wish it happened. We're going to restructure. We're going to reclaim your time from that you lost from feeling angry. Okay? And we are also working to create a new reality, stress-free reality in your world. Okay? So that's all I'm going to, first of all, are there any questions or comments here on Clubhouse? You know, I'm here to serve. I'm not one of those that has these rooms for 5 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours. I was in one room, baby. They was on there for 24 hours. I don't do that. I don't do that, okay? My communication is very direct, so I'm in and out, all right? So just for a quick recap on today's topic, I talked about the importance of purifying with the change of seasons. For spring, the purification focus is the liver and the gallbladder, the whole digestive tract, but specifically the liver and the gallbladder. I'm not turning the air on. I'm starting to miss. Okay, and so the emotion that is tied to the liver is anger. And some of us are around here holding on to things that make us angry from 25 years ago. Some of the people are dead from 25 years ago, and it is a roadblock from being our best, highest self and living in our full potential with more pleasure and passion, baby. Okay? So we talked about anger, and we talked about some herbs that help ease the process, ease emotions, and ease the process of easing the anger out. So we talked about yarrow, we talked about milk thistle, we talked about dandelion, we talked about mint. That's not really so much for the liver, but for the digestive tract. We talked about release, recharge tea. Okay, then we talked about some strategies to help transition from angry to assertive. We talked about speaking our truth, and we talked about getting that anger out, that situation that triggers that response, getting it out of your head and your heart onto paper. Okay, and then once you do that, write on your paper a different scenario, the way you envision and wish it had gone. And that way, we are purifying and help to create the reality we want in our lives. Child, I done got hot. Child, I must be speaking some truth, because baby, I got hot. Okay, so anyway, that is it for today. So I will be back same time tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. For you here on Clubhouse, I don't know if I'm going to come on Instagram tomorrow or not. It depends on how I feel. But I'm definitely committed to Clubhouse. I am committed to you. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. EST in the living, she said hormone hottie. Now this don't feel like a hot flash. Girl, it's hot. Girl, you're in New Orleans, girl. You know it's 82 degrees and humid today. I haven't turned my air on yet. Look, I'm trying to save on this energy bill because the energy bill, they wore me out last month. But I might have to pipe it up. But anyway, I will be right here. We'll talk about another element for purification. And if you are ready to get started on a deeper level than the nuggets I have shared with you today on your purification journey, if you like, Dr. Michelle, everything you're saying, it sounds good. I listened to you yesterday, or I caught the replay on IGTV. I have my journal. I'm getting my mindset ready. I made my grocery list. But you know, I've tried this before. I don't think I can do this by myself. Then I want you to go ahead and send me a message. Go ahead and send me a message in my DM so I can look to see how I can best serve you on this. You don't have to do this alone because I'm going through a purification too. All right, I got to get all this carrot cake, all these chips, all these gummy worms, all this cheese out. Yeah, I've been taking it there. All right, I had my last piece of carrot cake yesterday because I'm not going to waste. And then I had a nice salad afterwards and drink my tea. So go ahead and DM me. You want some one-on-one attention and do some really fun things together. Let me see how I can serve you. If all you need is tea, baby, get the Purification Bundle. Go to freeality.com, get the Purification Bundle. And of course, if you still have questions, DM me. So that's it for today, y'all. So I want everyone to be well. I want you to do something well for yourself. Y'all on Clubhouse, make sure you click the little green house, look like the Monopoly house in the upper right hand corner, and follow Living a Free Life. We talk about all things in this room on how to live a free life, how to manage your stress, how to release your stress, how to purify from things that no longer serve you, how to be free with your sexual life, honey, how to have to reactivate your libido, how to have more orgasms, how to, if not have more orgasms, intensify the orgasms you're having. Yes, Lord. That's what we talk about in the Living a Free Life Club. So go ahead, click the little green button, follow us here, and do something. Oh, hand raise. Come through, Pat. I added you. Where are you, Pat? Come on, Pat. Hey, Pat, greetings. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. How are you today?
I'm great, girl. I like your picture. Oh, you are sassy. I like you. I could tell.
Oh, I didn't know that this was just going to be a short clubhouse. There were so many things I was hoping to hear you say, because I wanted to just make a statement that purification starts with a spiritual relationship.
Yes.
So in order to even consider purification, you've got to get your spirit mind right, and once that starts, then things will start to fall in order. And I thought you were going to talk about the Big O today also.
No, that's on Friday, girl. We gon' that's on Friday for Free Life Friday, honey. Free Life Friday. We gonna talk about the Big O. We gonna go deep in it on Friday. But I talk about all things intimacy. I also talk about all things intimacy, romance. On Saturdays, I have Sexy Saturdays every Saturday. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. I don't do that on Instagram, honey. That's only on Clubhouse. And we get into it. We get into it.
You know something? I can really get into it because I may be 74, but that doesn't mean that I haven't lived some experiences. And so I will be able to share that, and I'm not afraid to talk about it. I know when you were a little young girl, I was on the Oprah show when she first came to Chicago. and the conversations. It's interesting that there were 10 nurses that had gone in to be a part of the show. And out of the 10, 7 were chosen, and she used what I said to make it a commercial. So I have no problems talking about intimacy, talking about the big O, and the fact that you have to know your body first before you can demand for someone else to please it.
Oh, girl, yes. So, Miss Pat, look, okay, I just followed you. So this is what I'm going to do. We should talk about that on Saturday. You want to co-moderate with me for Sexy Saturday?
Oh, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
Just invite me and I'll be there.
Okay, so look, I followed you. Make sure you follow me back, and I'll make you.
I'm already following you.
Okay, great, and I'll make you a co-moderator when I talk about it. So the topic for Sexy Saturday would be how to have orgasms for the rest of your life.
Amen to that.
Amen. And I'm also gonna bring. Hopefully my super friend Dr. Mia will come on, because she's an obstetrician gynecologist, and she's also my personal doctor. And she always says she has intimacy solutions. Girl, she got all kind of stuff at her office, all right? But she and her husband have ageless intimacy. And in the ageless intimacy, I'm gonna have to make sure, well, I'll tag her later. Ageless intimacy. And in that ageless intimacy, they have options for both the men and the women. And her husband, Joseph, he said, look, I'm trying to do this thing till my eyes close. I said, to your eyes closed, Joseph? He said, to my eyes closed. I said, well, come through with it. But you are so right, Miss Pat. So when I talked about purification, I started with mindset, because with mindset, number one, you have to be aware that you are not operating at your highest self. That's number one, is aware. You have to know the problem before you can fix the problem. That's what we do in medicine. We order blood tests, we order CT, we order MRI, we order X-ray, we order ultrasound, so we can see what the problem is, so then we know how to deal with it. And in the mindset, you also, once you're aware, then you have to make a decision that you are choosing you, that you are betting on black. I always bet on black because I'm a black woman, so therefore I'm always gonna bet on me. Okay, I know I need a purification when I'm not betting on me. Probably tomorrow's Wednesday. Either tomorrow or Thursday, I'm going to talk more about the spiritual aspect. But to me, mindset and the spirit go hand in hand, because when I pray and then I meditate, that is what helps me get my spirit more aligned and to activate my divine intelligence and to receive the divine messages. But then my mindset is like, I have to make a decision to be obedient to the divine message. That's the other part.
It's wonderful.
So,
and you know, as being a physician yourself, you know, and I'm a retired emergency room nurse, you have to do a head-to-toe assessment.
Yes, you have to.
So when you're thinking about purification and you're thinking about intimacy and you're thinking about orgasms, you have to evaluate yourself from head to toe. And it starts on the inside and then it works its way out. So it's not what you see, but it's what you feel, what is inside. So I'm loving this topic, and I will definitely be there with you Saturday.
And come on Friday, too. Friday, we're going to do the PG version. But on Sexy Saturdays, that's why I have it at nighttime once it's dark. That's when we do R-rated. But my rule is no X-rated conversation. It has to be respectful. But, so, yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's wonderful. Wonderful. But you know something? The thing about it is that you shouldn't be ashamed to talk about your body. And you have to teach your children about their bodies also, so they'll know how to protect themselves. So I've never had a problem. And you know my daughter quite well.
Who's your daughter?
Dr. Peppers.
Oh, Dr. Keena's your daughter, girl. I didn't know that. know the world is some small. Yes, yes, indeed.
Yes. So I think that in the proper content, there's nothing that you should be ashamed to talk to with your children. My grandchildren are saying, Nana, I can't believe you said that. What do you mean you can't believe? I said, listen, let me tell you, get the information from me. I'll give you the true facts. Your friends aren't going to tell you the truth, so let me give you the truth. Okay, so you'll know what you're doing when you go out there.
That's right. Don't get fake news out in these internet streets. Get it, get it from someone that loves you.
Yes, and you have to love yourself first. That's why it's a spiritual journey.
Amen.
You have to love yourself. So if you don't love yourself, you see a lot of people walking around here. They're always upset. They're angry. They just feel awful. They look older. Someone told me, don't tell anyone you're 70 anything. Say you're 50. Because it's all in how you feel about yourself. Sexy comes from inside. It's not something outwardly,
Yes, confidence is sexy. I tell everybody I'm getting ready to be 50 in July, honey. I tell everybody, okay? Now, they see me on Instagram, I look younger because you can't see my roots. Not my roots, my roots. Until I get those covered up, but
Well, I love my silver on my head. It shows that I have lived and I am continuing to live.
I'm not there yet, Miss Pat. Okay, I'm not there yet.
Yes, you got to get there because it will help you to get to where I am now.
Woo-hoo.
So,
Hashtag goals.
Get there, accept it. Say you are. Claim the victory right now, today.
Hashtag goals.
Claim it. Claim it. It is. Speak it.
Yes.
Don't say I'm not. You are.
See, that's why I love my elders, because they get you right on together. They get you right on together.
Oh, yes, and I'm a minister's daughter.
Oh.
And an ordained minister myself.
Look at you. Look at you. I love it. See, Dr. Keena didn't tell me all that juicy fruit.
Don't tell her. I told you.
All right, I won't tell her.
There's no one on here other than Sam, and who else is here? Stanley. So.
Yeah, the other people left. I got some, Miss Wanda, she's on Clubhouse. She said, I love Miss Pat already. Is today Friday yet? She ready for Friday. No, it's not Friday yet.
I'm ready for every day. I thank God every morning I can open my eyes and I know who I am, and a reasonable amount of a good mind, but I'm thankful every day. It doesn't make any difference if the clouds are outside, because I know the sun has risen, so make every day a good day.
What's that song? Every day is a day of Thanksgiving.
Every day is a day of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And I give thanks every day, and I do it all day long. And I keep a smile on my face no matter what's going on. I smile in spite of it.
Now see, that right there that Miss Pat is talking about, that's another nugget, a gem, a jewel on how to live a free life.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I am free.
She says she is free. Oh, this has been so wonderful. Thank you so much, Miss Pat. I sure appreciate you. I really do.
I am really learning a lot. I just started Clubhouse when Dr. Keena joined and said, Mom, they've asked me to do this. And, I'm very supportive of my daughters. And so, I'm there every time that she comes on. I really enjoyed last night on Clubhouse. And let's see, I even stayed. I think you were there after, you were on at 7, and then there was another Clubhouse with Dr. something or other.
LaFera? Was it Dr. LaFera?
She's phenomenal.
I just told someone to follow her. I came on with your daughter last night, but I got on late because I was in a mastermind at the same time. I was doing 2 things at one time. I was actually doing 3 things at one time. So yeah.
And see, what I'm interested in is what everyone's talking about, the herbs, because last night I didn't get a chance. I raised my hand, I came up, but I don't know what happened. I think there were a lot of people, because I have chronic migraines, because I myself have MS, and I have chronic migraines, and the medication that the doctor has given me, it makes me feel worse than the migraine makes me feel. It makes me feel like my head is going to explode. So what I do now with it is that I start meditating and I start to pray, and then, you have to darken the room because my migraines are not usually pain related. It's the symptoms, with the problems with the light, problems with balance, sometimes vertigo. But I work through it and I refuse to give up. I'm not going to let it capture me. I'm going to capture it. So I'm really pleased to hear about, the different herbs. A lot of them I already use, with my daily smoothies, because I use cinnamon, ginger. I use some jalapeno pepper in my smoothies. I use some instant coffee, so that I can have for energy, with my blueberries, strawberries, and coconut water. And, it really starts my day off really well. And I tell everyone, you have got to have a good meal in the morning. It doesn't have to be eggs. I will eat anything. I'm not necessarily a breakfast food eater. But when you start off with a protein shake and you have all those nutrients, you'd be amazed how much more you can do during the day.
So Miss Wanda said peppermint oil and magnesium for headaches. But Miss Wanda, I don't do that yet, Miss Pat, because I have to do a little bit of research. I remember reading something, because hers aren't just regular headaches, they're migraines, and she's having the symptoms. If she has to be in a dark room, then she's having those symptoms. That's not a regular headache. So I'm thinking, I read it not too long ago. I'm thinking turmeric would help, but don't do that yet until let me research it, Miss Pat, and then I'll let you know. But I'm sure I probably have a blend already that will help you.
Well, that's wonderful, because migraines also, especially with the MS. So it's an inflammatory state, So with that, turmeric, your ginger, those are good for inflammation. So, I'm already using that. I've done so much research, because I guess I have so much time on hand.
See, that's why I was figuring. So I Release and Relieve tea, it already has that in it. It has turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and lemon. Okay, someone said they drink a tablespoon of Himalayan salt because she suffers from chronic migraines. In water, of course, in water, yeah.
Oh, I might try that too, because I was listening to, I think it was you were saying something about Himalayan hibiscus for the high blood pressure, something that, is under control, but I said, but it would help to even bring that down. And you never can tell, because like I think I had mentioned once before, I lost more than 40 pounds, and I'm keeping most of it off. I go up and down with this COVID virus, but because I'm not ashamed to say that I do have cravings. And I heard someone say last night on one of the clubhouses that, wait a week and see if you're still craving. But see, at my age, I say, if I'm craving something, I'm going to get it, and I'm going to eat it when I'm craving it. And when the craving is over, it's gone, because tomorrow is not promised. I'm not going to wait a week.
So that was me. I didn't say a week. I said 5 days.
Okay, 5
I
days.
said but that's if I'm craving stuff like carrot cake and candy, and the Albanese. Albanese has some of the best gummy products. I'm just trying to tell y'all. And I've been having a lot of gummy worms lately. So when I'm craving something like that, I wait 5 days. And if I'm still having the craving, then I'll go ahead and have it. Now, if it's a craving, not really a craving, sometimes I can feel my body calling for certain nutrients. Like sometimes it's like, oh girl, I'm really feeling some green beans. Or like right now, I'm really feeling okra. I've really been feeling okra for the past couple of months. So I don't wait a week for those types of things. I'm just gonna go ahead and get it because obviously, like you said, Miss Pat, my body is calling for something that it needs right now. But that carrot cake and stuff like that, no, I wait 5 days. That's just my personal policy because I know that, like most people, food has an emotional component to it.
Yes.
So if I'm feeling stressed, my drug of choice is chips. And I go through phases, what kind of crunch I need. Sometimes if I'm really going through it, I need a hard crunch with like kettle chips or Gardettos because they have those bagel chips in there. So that's a hard crunch. Sometimes,
or Cape Cod. Cape Cod is a hard crunch. I love Cape Cod waves.
But see, here in Louisiana, we have the Zapp's chips. Girl, them Cape Cod don't have nothing on them Zapp's chips because Zapp's, they got the flavor.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh, those flavors. I have 3 favorite flavors of Zapp's. Wanda, you know, girl, because she right here in New Orleans with me. She crossed the river. Voodoo Gumbo, Cajun Dill, and Miss Wanda, I don't know how much you are into the chips, but that new one called Evil Eye, it's a terrible name. Girl, that flavor is some good.
That is good, but you know what you have to do afterwards, right?
Yeah, balance. I usually will do 2 things. I have a raw green plate and have my Release and Renew detox tea.
That's it. Plus, do some additional exercise.
Well, I'm usually doing that I'm usually cutting up at night, so I'm not gonna do any exercise at night. And I'm usually cutting up at night. She said you need to stop, Dr. Michelle.
I know that has joined too. There's Y.
Hey, Y, how you doing? She has Y. Her name's Robin. I remember I started following her last night. So that's the deal with it. Y'all, I am hot. I gotta turn the air on.
It's hot down there. It's cold here.
I just stopped by to say hello.
Hey.
I'm still at work.
Oh, she's still at work. Well, I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you. Are you the
You're
one?
welcome.
You're Dr. Keena's cousin.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, okay, all in the family. Yeah. Look. So it's Miss Pat's your aunt?
Yeah, because I just became a health coach. So,
come
I'm going to DM you. I know that term now. But I just want regarding the teas, I really do believe in a holistic approach. So, thank you for bringing me up as a speaker. I have some clients that I need to send emails to. So, I will talk to everyone soon.
All right, great. Have a positive evening. And Sister Robin, if you is Miss Pat, is she your niece?
Yes, she is.
Robin, look, Miss Pat, I am loving on her. So she's gonna co-moderate with me for Sexy Saturdays on this Saturday.
Oh, good.
Have a good time.
Me or Dr. Keena?
Dr. Keena's off Saturday, and she'll be resting she gets her second COVID vaccines Friday.
Yeah, she needs to rest.
So I'm going to spend the weekend at her house.
Oh, nice.
On Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy, I'm starting to come out of my shell and really moderate. So just DM me, whatever you need, I'm there.
Come on through. So we're going to start talking about pleasure and orgasms on Friday. But Friday in this room, same time, 5 p.m. CST, is the PG version of the conversation. Okay. But Sexy Saturdays is the G&G, good and grown conversation. It's more R-rated. Not X, but R-rated. Because I say that Sexy Saturdays is good for the 40 plus and fabulous crowd. Now, I think that everyone should have absolute great sex, either with a partner or with someone else. I think everyone should have at least 3 orgasms every day, no matter the age. Well, adults. Okay, let me be clear. However,
or with themselves now.
Look, as long as you have an orgasm, it don't matter. Okay, like Okay? But my 40 plus and fabulous crowd, we're different. Okay? We have special things going on, and so we just need to make sure. And plus, I firmly believe that once you pass 40 years old, that you should have the courage and the confidence to release any kind of roadblocks or shyness that you have about your own pleasure and sexuality. You too big for that. You too big.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
So, yeah. I just got into this intimacy space. I didn't have any plans for it, but it just kind of happened. I'll tell y'all my story this weekend.
Okay.
You know, we got to save some stuff for later.
You all have a good night.
All right. Have a great evening.
On Saturday.
Oh, okay. Bye-bye, you all.
Bye.
Bye, yo.
So,
Yeah.
thank
I will
you.
let you know how it all began on Saturday for me. It's really interesting because of my background and how I was raised that I could be so vocal about my sexuality and vocal about what pleases me. Because for so long, I pretended I
Talk about it.
with me.
Look, Miss Pat, and you're an ordained minister, you said. At one Sexy Saturday, the topic was called Pleasure for One, Please. And there was a young woman on there who said, her question was, I'm just trying to get this straight. Are you saying it's okay to masturbate? I said, girl, absolutely. Yes. So,
you know, until I started studying God's word, you know, I was listening to what other ministers or pastors would tell me, and I would accept that. But then once I started learning and studying and reading and knowing about the history, that changed and opened my eyes. And there is no shame in my game, and God knows how I am. He knows that I am his, and he will correct me if there's something that I'm not doing correctly. So I just release it and hope that I can help someone else that's going through some hang-ups or going through some issues by what I tell them.
Well, you heard it from Miss Pat, y'all. This has been such a long conversation. I don't think I'm gonna put this on IGTV. So if they didn't catch it live, baby, they don't miss out.
You know, I'm learning a lot about this because when you say DM, now my cousin is going to show me how to do that, because I said, wait a minute, DM, okay, that's direct message.
Yes.
And I turned Messenger off on Facebook because I stopped doing Facebook so much because there were individuals that were messaging that really weren't the people that were the individuals that should have been the ones that were doing the messaging. So different friends of mine, we just turned our Messenger off. So do you have to go to Messenger in order to DM someone?
So let me look at your profile. Okay, so this is the thing, Miss Pat. You do not have, are you on Instagram or Twitter?
I'm on both of those. I just really use them. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
You hear this 74-year-old? She doing it, honey. So I'm looking at your profile. You do not have your Instagram or Twitter. I only have Instagram linked with my Clubhouse profile. You don't have Instagram linked to your Clubhouse. And that's how I communicate with people, because I'll look like, if you click on my picture, and then when you scroll down at the bottom, you'll see the Instagram icon. Okay? So then you click on that, and that will take you to my Instagram page.
Wait a minute. Okay, I don't see the Instagram at the bottom. I see, or member of. I don't see Instagram at the bottom.
Okay, so you clicked on my face?
Yeah, I'm on your face, it shows I'm already following you. Position,
right.
Certified holistic health counselor, And I go on down. I don't see a
Keep
picture
scrolling down. Keep scrolling down. Past all the hearts.
And then followed by and joined January. Member, wait a minute. Oh, I can't. Shopify. I don't see Instagram down there. Is it down there where Shopify is?
Okay, come up 2 more lines. So you see you see where I joined January 8th. Then above that, right above that, do you see Dr. Michelle Clay with the Instagram?
No. Wait a minute. Dr. Mike?
Oh, it doesn't have the whole thing on there?
No, the whole thing's not on there.
All right, click on that and see what happens.
Dr. Jeffries, and then above it, here's best-selling author. I see WW Freeality.
Okay, it's okay.
That's what I go to for the herbs, but I don't see Instagram. All of it's not there.
Okay, you don't. Okay, do you see on there where it says motto? A free life is one lived by the exclamation sign, not explanation. Do you see that?
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I see that. Uh-huh.
Okay, do you see something right below that with my name?
Is that what Instagram looks like?
Yeah, the little square with the circle inside.
Yeah, that's Instagram.
She on there, but she don't know what the icon look like, y'all. But that's all right. Look, somebody over here said, I bet Coretta Scott King was pleasuring herself long ago. Shoot, her man wasn't home. And then somebody, okay, so that's Instagram. So you click on that and you'll get to my Instagram page. So that's me or anybody else. That's how you get to them. And then on there, you'll see something on the profile page that says message. When you push message, that's how you send a direct message.
Oh,
a DM.
Okay. Oh, you know something? There was someone that was asking my daughter about me because, I am a seamstress, and I designed, I got that from my mom. I've been sewing since
I bet I know who asked her. I bet I know. Is it another doctor?
Yeah, it is. It's
in Chicago?
I don't know where she is. Keena was supposed to be taking care of that. So that's how you DM.
That's how you DM. So I can't DM you unless I physically go on Instagram and look you up and then follow you. But Clubhouse, link your Instagram to Clubhouse because then people want to follow you on Instagram or they want to send you a message or something. Then that's how they can easily do it.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, because I recently, I have an old girlfriend. We were so close in high school, and our last class reunion, I think it was our 40th. How long have I been out of high school?
Hey, Rachel, we just wrapping up. Me and Miss Pat just talking. We're going to have a special Sexy Saturdays this Saturday to talk about how to have orgasms for the rest of your life because Miss Pat is 74 and you need to go through a purification so you can get to all of that so you can experience more passion and pleasure in your life, not just in the bedroom. We're talking about the whole life. Isn't that right, Miss Pat?
That is correct.
Amen.
The whole life.
But yeah, so link your Instagram. I'm getting ready to sign off.
Okay.
Girl, y'all done had me on here for an hour.
Because I'm always strolling through to see what's going on. I've started doing that a lot. So that's how I get on different clubhouses because it's, that's something I want to know about. That's something.
Yes.
So that's fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Miss Pat. This has been rich. Rich.
Sometimes the group is supposed to be small. We could not have had the intimate conversation that we had if there had been a lot of people. You've taught me quite a bit, and I'm going to find out how I can put Instagram on my profile.
Ask your daughter and your niece. They can help you too.
Yes, I will. I'll ask my granddaughter too. She can help me.
Oh, yeah, she can help you because if I did it all at one time, but I think what you have to do is click on your own profile picture to bring up, your profile information. And then when you actually click on that, that's when you are able to, oh, but I don't see that part. I don't know. Ask them.
I'll figure it out. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. Here's something.
Or Google it.
Add Twitter, add Instagram.
There you go. That's what you do. That's what you click on.
Okay, so now I'll take care of that. Well, listen, you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will talk with you on Friday. I'll be there.
Thank you, Miss Pat. I sure appreciate you. This has been rich. It's such a pleasure meeting you and speaking to you and everything. I love it. So everyone, I want y'all to be well. Do something well for yourself. Go over those things about the purification to prepare yourself. If you have more questions about it and want a more personalized approach, DM me. If you want to have a nice set of tea to begin that purification process, go to freeality.com for the purification bundle. And everyone have a pleasant and positive rest of your evening.
Thank you. You also.
Thank you. Bye. Bye, y'all.